Well, it was only a matter of time. I always figured I'd end up in a mental institution. But worry not, I'm not here because of the gaming challenges have driven me mad. Though, they have. No, I'm here to beat everyone else up. Hiya friends, it's Shenanigoon, your maniacal rat gamer, and we're continuing the challenge of beating all 4 Arkham games without dying once between them. If I do die here in Arkham Asylum, it's back to Arkham Origins to begin again. If you missed the Origins run, worry not. You can watch it here, or you can just continue on without it. Whatever you prefer. A handy hit counter will sit up right here to keep track of my suffering as we go along. It only resets if I die, so, thanks to Origins, it's at 45 hits already. As always, I play at the hardest difficulty for maximum suffering. With a spoiler warning to all, let's get to the madhouse. Oh look! Batman has already captured Joker. Well, that was easy. No damage and no deaths. Nice! On to Arkham City, shall we? Wait, what's this? You're going inside, Batman? No, please don't do that. If Joker escapes, which he seems to be doing already, we're gonna get stuck in here. And something tells me the staff would love to have a man who's dressed as a bat and beats people up every single night locked up in here. Chasing after Joker, I find him standing precariously over a dark abyss, as one does. He unleashes a big friend on me who actually terrifies me when he gets the first hit of the game, removing half my health. Oh, it's gonna be this kind of health bar, huh? The extremely easy to remove kind. My favorite. I let the Monster Man have it, and he goes and tries to fake a heart attack. Come on, man. I invented that trick, buddy. It's just not gonna work. Oh, he's actually dead. My bad. Joker escapes, as this would be a very short game if he didn't, and I head to the medical building to rescue Commissioner Gordon. Outside the building, I find some poor folks who don't have great enough injuries to receive urgent medical care. So I do what I can to fix that, as the hero I am. Heading into an elevator, I get fear gassed, and I love how Batman just coughs. Doesn't even try to keep from breathing it in. Guess Scarecrow would be too easy if Batman merely held his breath. Tragically, I come across Gordon's dead body, and I'm sure this is real and has absolutely nothing to do with the fear gas I just inhaled about 2 seconds before. Well, at least I can find comfort in this room. Wait. No. Frick. I'm trapped. Well, might as well go open these wiggling body bags, eh? I'm sure nothing bad can come from this. Oh, look. It's Zombie Dad and Zombie Mom. Yeah, time for explosions. Unfortunately, that doesn't work, so I decided I might as well hop in this third body bag, but it's already occupado. Instead of scooching politely over for me, Scarecrow just does, the next natural thing, turn giant and float in a circle over this huge whirlpool and tries to spot me, but I'm much too shy for that. Making it back to the hall, I find it wasn't Gordon, but some random guard. Whew. Sorry, random guard. I'll always remember you, whoever you were. Rescuing Gordon is pretty simple, knocking out just 3 guards and squishing Harley Quinn. I don't even bother tying her up, and instead discover the very frail Bane locked up nearby. Poor guy. Despite how much suffering he caused me in Origins, I still feel for him. Oh, hang on, he's huge again and about to kill me. Never mind, pity evaporated. Bane is actually quite the simple foe, as he's literally just a bigger version of the Titan monsters throughout the game, which are actually very easy to beat. Battering to the face, dodge, and repeat. Pretty simple strategy. It also helps to crush him under a ton of rubble, which, if that's not enough, I also hit him with the Batmobile at full speed straight into the harbor. Now you might ask, but won't that kill Bane, Batman? And you'd likely be right, except Batman doesn't kill, so therefore, it doesn't. See? Simple as that. Batman can shoot you right in the face with a rocket launcher, and you'd still live. I swear by it. I rushed to Dr. Young, as she was helping Joker make his Titan monsters, but is now being hunted by him. While trying to find her, it begins to rain, which wouldn't normally be notable, except I'm indoors. Plus, the hallways are also super long now. Yep, this is just about my luck. As young Bruce mourns his parents, I just have to wonder, where the heck is that bat symbol coming from? Is Alfred hiding above doing it? I'm stuck pondering this as I hide from Scarecrow for a second time. While it gets a little too close for my liking at points, I make it through, and as a reward, I get to commit vandalism. Yay! Finally finding Dr. Young, I save her life just in time for her to blow up. I saved her twice already, so 2 out of 3 ain't so bad, right? Needing someone new to save, I track the Warden to an area filled with a bunch of screaming madmen. The Warden is actually unguarded and therefore super easy to save. Easy heroics are my favorite kind of heroics. Harley sicks a bunch of her men on me in a fun electric room, but I find it suits me much more than the henchmen. Nothing like throwing goons into the great abyss. With that fight done, Harley is sadly lowered to a cinematic fight that Batman easily wins. The deranged inmates are now loose around the asylum, and boy oh boy, I'm about to join them in insanity. It takes me way too long to realize they can be countered, or, even easier, grabbed by my crazy catcher, patent pending. Not the most sensitive name ever, I admit. But now there's punching them in the face, so that's that. I head to the gardens to get in touch with nature, but just like every other time I go outside, I get into a fight with two massive monster men. What else can one expect? Thankfully, they're somehow even stupider than I am, and I make it through undamaged. Sadly, in that time, Joker killed the hostages I had just rescued. You know, in hindsight, taking the time to get that Riddler trophy might have been a mistake. My bad. If I'm gonna bring an end to Joker's Monster Men plan, I need the cure, and in order to make it, I need special spores. Before I do that though, I come across a bunch of henchmen taunting me from across the gap. Would be a real shame if someone just went ahead and crazy clawed them into the unknowable abyss. If none of them bothered to literally move slightly out of reach to save themselves, I can't possibly be blamed for this, right? Survival of the fittest and all that. Perhaps I spoke too soon, as in the next room I screw up. While aiming my batarangs, I change my mind, recognizing it's too dangerous. But my finger slips, the batarangs fly, and Bruce heads to join his parents. It's nice to see all those health upgrades did absolutely nothing for me. So back to Arkham Origins I go. I punch a lot of people and get punched a lot, making it through only slightly better off than my first win run. So Arkham Asylum loves one thing that the other Arkham games don't do quite as much. The instant death. My health is worth next to nothing already, but it's even worse when I'm spotted by Scarecrow and get squished. Which definitely hurts the body, but beating Origins to die again at the exact same spot really annihilates my soul. On my next go through, I've become ultra cautious of Scarecrow, but it works, which is all that matters. When I reach the gardens again, I have to look deep within and ask myself, is it really the right thing to pull people to their death? That maybe, just maybe, that's not what a hero would do. And that's why I choose to chuck them into the void myself. Much more personal that way. Garden stealth goes much easier when I stupidly don't reveal my position. Who knew stealth was the key to not getting shot? Crazy. Closing in on the spores, I find my way blocked by 7 armed men, and the gargoyles I love to use are booby-trapped. It really shouldn't be that hard to deal with. But that works off the basis that I don't accidentally drop down right in front of the thugs. Screaming all the while, I barely escape in time. Now, if I'm super careful, I can come back from that. And they can see me in the grates? I had no idea they were that intelligent. Nor did I expect them to think to look up at the gargoyles rather quickly. This is the most awkward eye contact moment of my life. It's honestly a mercy to die right after. I've managed to fine-tune Arkham Origins run from 5.5 hours down to 4 hours. So if I do the math right, dropping into this electric water for an instant death, not once, but 2 runs in a row, cost me about 8 hours, being it's placed about 10 minutes from the end of the game. Thank you, math, for putting my suffering into a clear, painful perspective. Batman didn't even bother to open his cape the second time. I guess he missed his parents too much. And then, it happens. I've been blessed by the challenge gods, it seems, as I make it through Bane, Harley, the gardens, and even past the stealth room where I got gunned down in the vents, all without taking a hit. And yes, only magic can explain this, because I obviously lack the capacity to learn from my mistakes. Scarecrow ambushes me yet again, and honestly, I need this. I mean, is this what I look like playing this challenge? I needed this mirror to see what I've become. Thank you, Scarecrow. You've changed my life. Most people shake hands, but I guess needles to the arm works too. It's truly tragic when he gets grabbed by Killer Croc right after. Sure, Killer Croc accidentally saved all of Gotham's water supply from getting infected, but heck, maybe it's what we all needed. Going in after Killer Croc to gather the spores, and maybe find Scarecrow's body, I'm attacked by Croc, but a batarang later, he's not a problem. Or so I think. When he ambushes me again, Batman decides to auto-target the plant, not the giant killer crocodile man, because of, that just makes the most sense. The next batarang takes Croc down, but naturally, I go with him. Wow. Just wow. After all these mental and emotional assaults, I am no longer shenanigan. My mind is gone, and now only remains shenanaloon. Apparently, I should have gone this level of crazy earlier, because completely bonkers at this point, Origins goes better than ever, only taking 5 hits, and I have great news. I can now effectively beat Copperhead without taking damage with the great power of mini explosions. I can also break this man's body in a way nobody should ever break, but I probably should keep that on the down low. Making it back to Asylum, I have to say, while it's a great intro into the game, doing this darn 7-minute unskippable slow walk is maddening. Just let me open Joker's restraints already so we can get this started. I'll even shoot the guards myself if I have to. I'm less careful than I should be, taking a few hits along the way before reaching Croc yet again. This time I let him have all the batterings in the world. If I could pull out a bazooka from that belt, I would've. On my way out of his lair, Croc begins destroying every single platform that I was using. And I just have to wonder, why didn't he do this very effective strategy when I was stuck deep inside? Probably would have worked then. I drop him into hell as he deserves and head to create a cure. Sadly, Poison Ivy, now injected with the Titan Monster formula, wrecks my Batcave and forces me out a very different way. Thankfully, she sends me right into a secret Joker operation where he's pumping Titan into Gotham's water. Honestly, if every villain is trying to poison the water, maybe it's better if we all just dehydrate and die instead. I stop the operation but get ambushed trying to leave. I take way too many hits here, but I get to ride a Titan monster around and swap people like toys, so it evens out. Before I can beat Joker, I need to boss fight Ivy as she's become nigh unstoppable with her plants. Poison Ivy is not a very hard boss, but she's definitely the hardest boss. I do get hit way too many times by old Mother Nature, but like every other problem in life, I batarang her into oblivion before finishing her off with some explosives. Works every time, regardless of what the law tells me. With Ivy down, it's time to face Joker, but he knows my weakness. Bright, fun lights. I don't know where he got the fireworks, but I just can't stop watching for a good long while. Gotham would be doomed if Joker wasn't such a patient villain. When I finally get free, I find everyone clapping and cheering for me. It really is quite an honor, but it doesn't feel like my kind of party. Let me just fix that. It's very kind of them to just keep clapping while I do this. There we go. Much more my kind of party. Joker's waiting with 2 more Titan guards and a layer load of henchmen. I apparently am responsible at this rate for single-handedly knocking out every single inmate on this whole freaking island. Though honestly, what I've learned from this game in Origins, batterings are life. Batterings are everything. Chucking my endless supply of them while dodging around and punching leads me to the very last fight. Joker is naturally the final boss, but what feels a little less natural is he's also a hulking punk rage monster. Why does he have a mohawk? Is that really something the Titan Monster formula does? But only for him? Science is weird. I'd love to tell you this is an intense fight between the Joker and me after waiting so long to reach him, but sadly no. Despite having a body literally made for murdering Batman, Joker decides to only hit me once, then jump away to watch his henchmen, who, mind you, I have crushed all game long, try to kill me. Oh, you unpredictable Joker, you. I'm so put off by this, I actually do take a few unexpected hits, but otherwise, it's a very smooth fight. I just have to beat 3 waves, pull Joker to the ground after each wave, and then huzzah! I've beaten all of Arkham Asylum combined with Arkham Origins in 1 life. That officially puts me halfway to completing the challenge of all 4 games with 1 life. Wow, this challenge really put me through the ringer, and we're only halfway. I knew Arkham Asylum would be tougher than Origins by quite a bit as the first in the Arkham series, but I didn't expect how badly. 3 runs were ended in Asylum and 2 in Origins, all by instant kills, and the rest I got gunned down so rapidly that my health bar might as well have been for show. I've experienced a total of 8 deaths striving for Arkham Asylum, and added to the 3 in Origins makes for 11 failures so far in this challenge. My hit counter sits at 26, 21 hits gained from this Asylum run. My final Asylum run took 3 hours 26 minutes, though it took me about 65 plus hours to get this far. 85 plus hours if you take in the Origins Part 1 time. While Asylum had the easiest combat and the least stealth gimmicks, it is far, far more punishing than Origins was for any slip-ups leading to a lot more tears. The easiest part of the challenge was the Bane and Titan fights, while the hardest part was Scarecrow because of my awful impatience. If I didn't deserve to be in the Asylum at the start, I definitely do now. Thank you all bunches for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed, and if you did, it always helps to make all the suffering a bit more worth it with a like and a subscribe. Now go grab a crazy claw of your own and get catching. See you later, friends.